All right. Hello, dolls. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so we are going to be checking in on your person's energy. Where are they energetically when it comes to your guys' connection? How are they feeling, thinking, etc.? Okay. So this is a timeless reading. So whenever you are guided to watch it, that's when it will resonate with you. Okay. Let me go ahead and cleanse the cards. If you guys are wondering whatever happened to my 18 plus readings, I am officially doing them on Patreon. So I'm only doing 18 plus readings on Patreon, nothing else. So I upload 2 to 3 times a week on Patreon. And like I said, it's only erotic readings. So if that is something you are interested in, head on over to my Patreon, subscribe. The link is down below. And yeah, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Messages for your person. Let me turn this away a little bit. Okay. Ooh. What do we have here? The Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands. Someone is ready to take action. Either they're waiting on you to do something. Hold on, let me change the flash here. I don't like the, there you go, better. The flare, like the glare bothers me. Anyways, so they could be, you could have like reached out to them, went to go see them recently, or they could be inviting you to go see them at their house or going out to see each other. Okay, maybe you probably exited the building really quickly. For some, you could have been like, I'm out. There's something going on here with like fast moving energy though. We have the 10 of Swords. Oh boy, 10 of Air. It's kind of like, some of you guys could have been at their beck and call, but this, you could have scared them. They could have gotten scared. Look, he looks petrified. Something that sent you like leaving. They could have accused you of having something. They could have been like examining your downstairs area or whatever, and they thought you had something, or maybe perhaps they gave you something like an STI or whatever. They thought that about you, that had you running out or had you like needing to go get checked. We have Temperance. There could have been like a painful ending or some type of ending that happened between you guys, but it feels like for some that has nothing to do with an STI, because I do see that for some of you, but for those that have nothing to do with that, it could have been that like you walked out on them, you needed time to reflect and heal, and now that you spent some quality time alone, you really haven't shown your face. As you could tell, like her face is veiled. You haven't really been like showing yourself to this person perhaps, and they could be wondering about you, could be wondering where you're at, what you've been doing. Are you single now? Are you talking to anybody else? That's some of the things they could be like asking themselves. It feels like maybe somehow I see a lot of Sagittarius energy. Okay, we have Sag energy here, Temperance, and Knight of Fire here, but I don't know if you are waiting for them to reach out and apologize, or you're waiting for something to shift and change. Not that you're waiting on them in particular, you're waiting for something to shift and change. We have the Knave of Air. Oh yeah, this person has been like working on themselves. They've been working on themselves, but they've also been like, I want to say fixing their attitude, working and adjusting on their attitude, because they could have been a little like off or a little rude, a little paranoid. It feels like this person's very paranoid or has been paranoid because of past connections. So there could be a lot of like sensual fear connected to that, connected to them, which is probably why we have the Ten of Swords here. This person could be trying to ask around about you, get information on you. Maybe they found something out about you. We also have this card here, which is the Queen of Wands. Ooh, you could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Queen of Wands energy. As you can see here, she's like playing with herself, but this person could be very attracted to you. This is someone you could have shared some sensual chemistry with. I think they really like are infatuated with the fact that you're not always like dating around, because especially if you're in the energy of this, you're, you know, you're veiled, you're not really showing yourself. But when you're with them, when you talk to them, you're like a freak. You're a whole other person. You could have kids with somebody else and they know that. Maybe you have one child, they have one child, or you have two and they have two, or something like that. It feels like neither one of you guys are with your baby mama or baby daddy, though. Somebody could have recently gotten blocked as well. Or they could be thinking of unblocking you or blocking you. Feels more like an unblock. Maybe you like block them or something. It feels like blocking and unblocking. On and off, on and off, on and off. Ten of Cups. It feels like every time somebody gets in a relationship, so like if they get in a serious relationship, you get blocked. If you get in a serious relationship, they get blocked. And so there's always like an unblocking and blocking going on. They overall see you happy, though. They see you happy, even if you're in your own little world, even if you're by yourself. It kind of feels like they're happy that it really doesn't work out with anybody else as well. Five of Swords. You turn your back on them. It's like it feels like an on and off thing between you guys. Maybe you're trying to liberate yourself from them, like mentally. Maybe they're trying to reach out to you, but they're afraid that you're not going to respond. Yeah, something could have happened where you were like, I'm out. I'm done. You still crave them from time to time, though. This is somebody you never really fully got to, like, officially know. Like, you know them and stuff, but, like, you don't really fully know each other because it's like you guys are always clamming up. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's kind of like there's certain things you guys hide from one another. Maybe some of you guys were really hooked on this person for a very long time. I'm talking about like 8 years or something. And something could happen where it's like maybe it broke the bond, broke the connection. You still care for each other, but it's not as strong as it used to be. So they could be worried. This person could be worried that you are not as into them as you used to be. Like they're afraid, like that hold that they have over you, and vice versa. You could feel this way about them too, that it's no longer as potent or strong. So it's kind of like you're kind of secluding yourself a little bit. And you've not convinced yourself, but you find that you're much happier on your own. That's not for everyone, obviously, you know. Three of Fire. You might run into each other in the streets, especially if you live close by, or maybe you happen to be, you know, in the city where they live. It's like you guys see each other, run into each other, and that's like all it took. It might happen in the next 3 months within 3 months, you guys might hook up again and see each other. Might meet up in public. Something about it feels like it has to be kept on the low still. Like somehow you guys just end up talking again. Like, how did this even happen? That's what you're going to ask yourself. Like, how did this even happen again? Oh, there she goes, touching his dick. We have the Two of Pentacles. And look at that. They're on the bench. Both of them are on the bench. That's how it all started, huh? It's like you seduce them. You know how to seduce them without even having to. We have Aries energy here too. We have Earth energy. This is somebody that you have their contact number on your phone and vice versa. So there could be like an unexpected message. They're kind of hoping you reach out to them. Or they're fantasizing about you reaching out to them so that you guys can hook up and see each other. I don't know if this person has the balls to reach out to you after you blocked or like walked away or something. Like they're like afraid of you or something. Because you're a strong feminine. Strong feminine, you know, you could be somebody in the public eye, or they are. Something about, I'm just going to sit this one out. If you're not talking right now, somebody's like, I'm just going to sit this one out. But somehow you end up talking again. Just like magic. Just like magic. Oh, Five of Wands. It feels like somebody manifests better when they're in like intense energy. Whether you're like intensely horny, whether you're really upset, mad, whether you're crying, like when you're in intense energy, that's when your manifestation is the most potent and powerful. So you could be having one of those days and suddenly like you're upset. Your heart chakra's purging. You start feeling down there purging or tingling, and then like suddenly you think of a situation or a scenario where it involves them or just love or sexuality in general, and it manifests something in reality. This could be, you could be upset or pissed that this person is still like out there. Either they're being a hoe or they know they can have any women they want because they're really good looking, very sexy. They got all kinds of women all over their D. You know, there could be competition here. And for you, you're just like, you're really not looking at that. But at the same time, you're like, if you're still in that energy, I'm good. I'm good with or without you because I'm very used to being introverted. I'm very used to being alone or to myself or not having this type of person. You're lucky I let you in my energy is what I'm picking up from you. You're very reserved. And I think that's what they love about you, and that's how they place you above others. You're very reserved. You're really good looking too. You guys could be like you guys could have some type of like weird connection. And they feel it. And I think they love that you're very reserved and that you're not just like all over their dick and stuff like that. You're somebody that doesn't show desperate energy, and they love that about you. It's like they wish you were like that, but because you're not, it makes them want you even more. Because they already have that desperate energy from all these other chicks that want a piece of him or her, who, you know, play it to the gender that you're in. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they know they can get away with things with women and they have it their way. But with you, like you're reserved, you know your worth, you're not just out there. You don't make it easy on them either. It's like, I think that's why they kind of like really value you more than the others. But you know, like whenever like you start to catch feelings or something, and they're not talking to anybody, It's great. It makes you feel good. But like as soon you'll know, like something about that, it's like you know when they start to like talk to somebody else because they start to hit you up less. They start to cut things or keep it short. They'll act like they don't want to talk to you. And that's right away you'll be like, okay, I'm cutting this out. I'm not gonna respond, I'm not gonna talk. I already am familiar with this vibe and this energy. And they know that you know because you're not stupid, you know? So that's why I felt like it's very in and out between you and this person. When it's good is good, and when it's not, it's like, all right, goodbye. You know? Okay, so let's get some other cards. So I'm going to get the Manara Oracle. Okay, number 10. The muse living in my dreams. Ooh, yep. You are this person's muse. You inspire this person. Okay. This is definitely Pisces energy. I'm getting like Pisces energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. So all fire signs. I'm getting, I said Pisces. I'm getting Gemini, Scorpio, and Capricorn is what I'm picking up. It doesn't have to be, but like those are strong. Those could be like strong placements in their chart. Let's go ahead and read what it says. So the muse living in my dreams, Anja or Anna, Achna, sixth chakra, sun in Pisces. The world of my imagination, feelings, and intuition is as real to me as anything that belongs to the outer world. I find it difficult to make my inner feelings known, to explain them in a way that others can understand. They feel like dreams because I cannot share them. Ooh. It says, is there any shame in being soft, impressionable, and sensitive to the thoughts of others? Can such a person be truly happy, or would they be driven out of the real world forever by the heartlessness of those who cross their path with power? You cannot but surrender to fate. As your mind and soul are filled by dreams of love, you may be naked to the world of hypersensitive, but able to respond to the touch of the silken scarf, to a single breath of your partner, or even to the lingering gaze of a stranger. You are sometimes at the edge of reality, ready to escape into inner world of illusions. As life struggles are unbearable, and yet, from those dreams come inspiration and meaning, comes a force that can bring new things in the world, comes a new beginning for yourself and for those around you. Wow. I love that. So remember I said somebody could be in the public eye. Somebody could be an artist as well, be into music. But it feels like they're also your muse as well, your inspiration to create as well. So you guys definitely have a role to play in each other's life. For some, they've triggered an inspiration within you that helped you to create or start a project, and it manifests into something very abundant. And without that experience, it wouldn't have happened. It would have been oh so different. So again, you are each other's muse. We have the naked self. Number 23, we see Leo energy. Notice how either he's covering her or getting her naked. So 23. It feels like this person wants you to expose yourself to them. And you're either too shy and they see through you. There's something about that. Something about that feels very symbolic. Like you're not the type of person that just shows yourself to anybody. But somehow they can read through you. They could see through you. Manipura, third chakra, Selena and Leo. It says, I dreamed that I was naked in front of many people. I covered my eyes and suddenly I was naked and alone. Like a butterfly on a flower, like a fish in the water, like a mountain in the sky. How do you imagine yourself naked? Of course, you can see the reflection in the mirror, but it is truly what you imagine it to be. A gesture can remove every garment and any mask. It can dispel deceptions and illusions. It can make loud all the things unsaid and shred to silence all the lies and excuses. To be naked is just to be yourself, which what makes it so uncomfortable. Showing yourself makes it so easy to be hurt, to be used, to be abused, but it also makes it easy to find joy, to be loved, to be trusted. If you must show yourself to the cruel, merciless, and lewd judgment of others, simply remember that the others do not matter at all. Wow. Something about this feels like, it just feels very fucking deep, first of all. Because it's like she's naked here and the man is on her left side, right? To the left, to the left. Sorry, Beyonce creeped up. But the muse of it too, the inspiration of it too, is when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and naked to the other person. Yes, it comes with fears. Yes, it comes with, oh my God, they're going to see me. They're going to use something against me. They're going to hurt me. It gives them the key to either love you to the fullest, unconditionally, and in a way that you would just blow your mind off. Or it could go really badly and, you know, go from there. So there's always like a what if, but it's always taking that leap. It's always like you in particular, you inspire me to get naked. You inspire them to get naked. And to show parts of yourself that you wouldn't to just anybody. Because you're not going to show that to everybody that doesn't matter in your life. You're only going to show yourself to the person that you feel most connected to. The rest don't matter. Let me move this, actually. Instinctual bliss. I love that. Look at her. Living her best life. Is he drawing her or? Kind of looks like they're inspired by her happiness. See, it all goes back to the muse energy as well. Instinctual bliss. 26. Somebody's birthday could be on the 26th as well. Could be very significant. Okay, so this is the second chakra, Selena and Taurus. It says, my senses rejoice of the generosity of Demeter and the laugh of Dionysus. For time and eternity, I am a virgin, forever experiencing the caress of the bountiful world as the first time. Do we need a reason to be happy? Do we need a past and a future to feel joy? Can't just the present moment be an explosion of eternity? Is it more precious Is it more precious to say, I will love you forever, or to say, I love you now? There is simplicity and joy and pure bliss and the ecstasy that joy brings. Like a waterfall to the senses, the artist subtly senses the unified soul of the world as eternity forever beginning. Found the perfect model to create the masterpiece of his life. But no matter how great his earthly success, it will always lose to the ordinary miracle of youth. Let's just be. Let's just be now. Damn. It's kind of like you teach this person how to live in the now, not live for tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And it's like you're just the simple things, the simple pleasures of laughter, of joy, of being in the present, of right now. And maybe they see that you're in tune with your inner child, your youthfulness, and it inspires them. Again, muse energy. They see you. They see you. And it's like kind of like you teach them to see life and the world and love through new lenses. And it teaches them a lot without even having to say it to you. Okay. I have a new deck that I want to use, but before we get into it, I am going to pull some messages from their heart to you. So I'm going to tap into my Unspoken Messages Volume 2 deck. This is the one that I gilded with red. You can find them in my Etsy shop. Okay. Wow, this incense is going. This is the incense I made. Actually, I'm going to have to open my door. I don't want the smoke detector to go off. Okay. So, what are some of the unspoken messages from this person to you? So I'm going to do it with these messages, I'm going to do it by element. So if your person is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what do they want you to know? Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if they are a fire sign. You know I love you, right? Smiley face. Oh my goodness. It's kind of like, it feels very like, I don't know why. Like kind of like they're picking on you without picking on you. Oh, you know I love you, right? You know you're my girl. You know you're my person. You do know that, right? Like I don't have to remind you. You know, we know it. We feel it. That's what I'm getting with that. Let's get another one for fire signs. The universe keeps reminding me that we belong together. Wow. So they are getting bombarded, even when they don't think about it, with messages from the universe, with all kinds of things that remind them of you. Let's say you're into crystals. They see lots of metaphysical shops. They see lots of different crystals. If you're into tarot, they see a bunch of tarot readings suddenly. If you're a witch, they see all kinds of things connected to witches. They see, if you're into Halloween, they see all kinds of things of Halloween that remind them of you. It's little things like that. If you're into crows, they see crows, you know, stuff like that. Even if it's like certain numbers. Something about they see tattoos that remind them of you as well, like certain themes and stuff. Tattoos. Someone could be getting a tattoo soon. Okay. So if your person is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, this is what they want you to know. This connection takes me to a whole new world. Yeah, they're not used to getting... First of all, the way that they feel for you, it's way different from what they usually feel for other people. This is deeper. What they feel for you is much deeper. It's very peculiar. It's different. It's weird. It's strange. It's supernatural to them. It takes them to a whole new world. Like, this is another level. This is a whole nother situation type of energy for them. It's hard to explain to people. Let's get another message. I'm annoyed with how much I think about you. This person, I feel like they don't want to think about you. Especially if they're Capricorn. You know their asses be like mean as shit. Especially if they're male Capricorns. They be mean as shit, like, ugh, I don't even know why she's on my fucking mind. Like, bro, they'll be hitting up their bros and shit, like, distract me. I need to distract my mind right now. Even when they're with their bros, drinking, watching the game, you creep up and they're just like, here we fucking go. That's why they're, like, annoyed with how much they think about you. So if your person is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, this is what they want you to know. I catch myself responding to your telepathic messages. So in other words, they talk to themselves because they can hear you. They can hear you, like, talk to them in their mind. They visualize you, like, responding to what they tell you. And then suddenly, like, they'll be sitting there and you guys they'll be having like a mental conversation with you, and out of nowhere they'll be like, shit, yeah, right. And then, like, whoever's surrounding them will look at them like, who are you talking to? They'll try to play it off like, oh, it was on my phone. So in other words, you make them crazy. Let's get another one. My beloved, we will make it through this twin flame journey. Ooh, for some, this is a twin flame. So it's like, hey, if you're going through issues, problems, separation, you can't be together, they know that you guys will make it through. Because you are their boo. So if your person's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what do they want you to know? It excites me when it shows how much you miss me. Of course. When you're texting them, blowing them up, sending them pictures, it excites them. Makes them know that you care. They want you to tell them how much you miss them, need them, want them, think about them. Especially if they're Scorpio and Pisces, right? Of course, well, all water signs. Okay, so let's get another one for water signs. Trust your heart and believe in Spirit's plan for us. Ooh, because sometimes water signs, you could have a hard time believing it because you can get impatient. I know my water sign females can, or my water, yeah, well, even if you're a water sign female, but I know my females can get very impatient. So it's kind of like they're reminding you, trust your heart, trust what you're feeling, and believe in the plan that Spirit has for us. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to use... Actually, let's pull a card from the Sexual Magic deck. Discovery. Ooh, look at that. There's a magnet. There's a lock, a key and a lock. 2 cups. We have a bell here. There's this red string. We've got a little moon. I can't make out what's on the blanket though. So it's like discovering things about each other. Look how he's just looking deep into her soul. We have the sign of Leo over here in the corner. So the physical nudity offered to the eye is matched by the transparency of the heart. Ooh, a magnet attracts a lock opened. What? A magnet attracts a lock opened. And that is why we have those 2 right here. So a magnetic force attracts someone or triggers someone to open. Open access. Access granted. So the reflection messages, whoever undresses gives themselves to a gaze without modesty. Unafraid of judgment, ready to face the truth. To undress is to declare oneself ready for love. See that? And what did that other card said? Nudity, right? She was exposed. So here it's like that magnetic attraction, it helps to open yourself up, especially if you trust each other, you trust this person. And it creates like a safe space where obviously you're unafraid of the judgment, right? That's when you know you're ready for love, when you give yourself freely to this person, when you give them the key to unlock what's deep inside, and vice versa. That's when you know you are ready for love. I love that. So that's like 2 messages we got with the whole like, I see you. And because I see you and you let me see you and I let you see me, let's open each other up. Here's my key, and then they give you their key. So I'm going to use the Horror Tarot, which I just got. I've been ordering lots of like horror and Halloween decks because, you know, I like to get a head start. But even though I already own so many, I always like to keep up with the new additions coming through. So let's see what comes through. Let's get an ending message. What is the ending message? The closing message. This card stock is really hard to shuffle because it's really hard. It's like really hard. So I'm only going to take the one that's on top that flipped over. And what is this? The 8 of Pentacles on a tree. We have the Hangman that wanted to come out reversed. That wanted to come out. This is the 7 of Pentacles. Let's get 2 more. I've got a few of them here, actually. Okay, so we have the Magician who says they don't do juju. Look at their asses and their full motherfucking power. Cooking some shit up. Doing something unholy. No, I'm just kidding. You see how they released an energy here? It's like, oh, she's going to think of me now. Ooh, ooh, hoo, hoo. We got the red string here. Oh yeah, when the divine masculine is fully aware of their potential, their power, manifestation abilities, and the connection, it's on like Don King Kong, honey. It's kind of like they're working on themselves. Working on themselves. They've been for a while, for a long time, which again, the Hangman card wanted to come out reversed. So it's kind of like they got themselves out of that stubborn, low vibrational energy. Not all of them, some of them. You'll know by how their energy is. And they've been working on themselves. You're going to notice they're talking differently, talking highly, better understanding of life, and being more open-minded. You'll know that something has shifted in them when they become a lot more open-minded about things. Because when you're closed-minded, stubborn, pig-headed, and you're just stuck in matrix energy and bullshit like that, you can tell, you'll know. They'll have lack of understanding and all that. And to me, it feels like this person, there's been a shift in them. You could tell. It's kind of like, why am I feeling like this again? If you've lost this, if the spark has gone for some reason, it's coming back stronger. It's like you're going to fall in love with this new version of them. And it's going to be more blissful than before, it feels like. Ooh, look at this. Yo, this is the star, right? The star card. And then we also have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups. Okay, so what are you summoning? This is divine feminine energy right here with the star card. It's like guidance, right? Trying to get answers, especially if you're a tarot reader in tarot land, or if you're someone that loves watching tarot. It's like this is you trying to seek answers, connecting to your ancestors, spirit guides, you know, trying to get answers and everything. Maybe that's how you get your divine guidance in love. Okay, I'm pretty sure they do too, because everybody has an aunt or a cousin or a mother or a grandma that does hoodoo, voodoo, you know, all that stuff. Manifestation abilities, prayer rituals, all that stuff. There's something. There's always something, right? So it's like someone could be working on a wish. It's like making a wish come true. Wishing for you. I've been working on myself to be at my best for you. So it's kind of like if your guys' connection was stagnant, y'all about to get out of this stagnant energy and keep things moving. If you're a water sign feminine, this represents divine feminine right now, especially if you're water sign or have strong water placements in your chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? Look at her. She looks fulfilled drinking from her cup. Yes, it could have like maybe taken you a long time to work on yourself and to heal, and them too. But the importance of going through the healing. And I mean, it's not that we're always fully healed or anything like that. We're constantly healing and evolving. We're always needing something to heal from, right? But it has helped you to become happy within yourself without having to need something else or someone else to be happy. So it's like feeling content. And so if they come along, that's the cherry on top. But the vulnerability that comes from it, oof. Three of Cups is a celebration. It's a union. It's a coming together. There's going to be longevity. This union and you guys being together, there will be longevity. And you don't even have to stay together forever to have longevity. It's like forever in my heart. Forever in our lives, no matter what. You just stay. Find a way to stay in each other's life. Who is this? Oh, the Four of Wands. See? We're just talking about union. You had to be a demon. This one has long hair though. Oh my gosh. Four of Wands, twin flame energy. This is a celebration. We're just talking about celebration with the Three of Cups. 43, 34. That could be like a age. Someone's age. Somebody here could also get engaged. It's like I've come, you know, some type of wish come true. Like maybe you've been seeing things about them proposing and you never believed it. You always rolled your eyes because nothing really happened. And it feels like someone will enter a phase where it actually happens. And so you look back to past readings or past, you know, videos that you've watched or done or whatever. And it's like, damn, it all makes sense. That's what it feels like. Damn, it all makes sense. Why am I guided to read the Four of Wands? I'm going to read the Four of Wands, because it's the first time I use this deck, and I'm curious to see what it says. I usually don't use the books, but I'm just curious. All your hard work has paid off, which is funny because we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, right? That's about hard work being paid off. So it makes sense. It says, and now it's time for you to relax and enjoy what you have earned. And that looks like what she's doing here, right? Sipping her cup, enjoying the fruits of her labor, feeling abundant, feeling content, right? Whether it's you, the DM, or both of you. Stick to what is familiar and find pleasure in your home. This card represents a satisfied person or a home life. And it feels like when y'all come into union, you merge your empires together. You see, that is why sometimes that stagnation, nothing happening within the connection, is to motivate you both to build your separate empires. So when you come together, it's like, wow, we can give each other everything. It's like the universe has prepared us for this moment. Ooh, I love that. I love it. I'm curious to see what the what is this? The star, which is interesting that this is the star, right? So I find it funny how they chose that. Okay, so the star represents faith in the unseen, right? Something you don't see coming, or maybe you've seen it so many times at readings that you stop believing. Sometimes that's the trick, right? Because the universe is like, well, we don't want you to see what's coming. That's the mystery, the magic of it all. So therefore, they'll like repeat something over and over in readings. So much to a point where you're like, yeah, right. I've heard that before. And then boom, it suddenly happens. And you're like, holy shit. And the universe was like, you were saying, ma'am, you were saying, sir, right? So it represents faith in the unseen. The supernatural realm never rests. We all know that, right? We get really drained after readings and stuff. So even in the night, it shines its guiding light when you need it. Just as you would ask a Ouija board a question, invite the universe to give you clarity and hope. It says, what are you dying to know? The best time to ask a yes or no question is when you have one. The star represents the spiritual realm that is waiting to communicate hope and inspiration to you. Just keep an open mind. You may receive a message from a planet, but no answer simply means wait. But no answer simply means wait. That's true. Doesn't mean you have to wait. You live your life. You continue to build despite of what you receive. Oh, depending on my answer, I need to know if I should wait for this person or not. Doesn't matter what answer you give. It does not say wait. It just says it will happen, but you have to continue your life as if it wasn't going to happen. And that's how it happens. Okay. Interesting. You know how they always say when you stop waiting, it happens? Let's read the Magician, because he looked like he would. Let's see what he's up to, okay? Over there trying to cook up some shit. Okay, so like a mad scientist, the Magician is resourceful and cunning. Oh, godlike. The tamper with creation to alter the future. Their talents are boundless as they contemplate which skill to use to take destiny into their own hands. Now, sometimes when you are in your masculine energy and you're like, I want this to happen now, sometimes you try to bend things to your will. And sometimes, yeah, it'll be quick fixes, but it also can cause delays because you're tampering with the destiny. You're tampering with the timing of it all. So, it says their talents are boundless as they contemplate which skill to use to take destiny into their own hands, right? So upright, it says brew, ha. What evil scheme do you have up your sleeve? Your mind is bubbling with ideas that can change the world, but what serum do you need? Test your spell and your skills to see what mixture will conjure your secret plan. It feels like these DMs have a secret plan. Perhaps you do too. Maybe you have your own secret plan in your own way and they have their own secret plan in their own way. It's like they're plotting. Yep, they're plotting something. And it feels like you could feel it. Especially when you're like, I could feel something's going to happen, but I don't know just what it is. That's because they're brewing some shit behind the doors. And you are getting divine guidance or you're seeking answers. And it's kind of like you know what they're up to. Because we know all things sometimes and we just play stupid sometimes. But we get our little cards and we find out the info and we're just like, okay, all right. But sometimes, obviously, it doesn't happen right away or when we least expect it, when we're not waiting, right? So, all right, my loves, I am going to wrap it up there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can find all that information in my link tree. The link is down below in the description box. If you want to join my Patreon, the link is all the way down in the description box, where I do nothing but 18 plus erotic readings there. And I also accept subscriptions on Instagram, where I post a few times a week. Sometimes go live there for you guys, where it's just one-on-one and it feels more intimate because it's just for a small group of people. So if also you can subscribe to my Instagram as well too. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you for watching and I'll talk to you later. Bye.